my good sir. Sorry, normally this is just like a smooth transaction really quickly.
Yeah.
And then there we go. And Johnny, before you yell at me, I forgot to set the things up that we talked about. I got busy setting some other shit up. But Mr. Luckbuck, welcome to the stream.
Do, baby?
Welcome in. Please give the chat a proper introduction to what is Mr. Luckbuck.
I ain't shit. First and foremost, let me stop. I'm just. I like to say I'm a variety streamer, but it is one of the things where I'm kind of diving more into puzzles and like I've been doing Escape Simulator, but like so indie games and puzzle games are usually my go-to. But I also do love with just fucking around on GTA 5 roleplay. Just being the best drug dealer I can try to be.
Bro, those clips are phenomenal. I'm just saying. Johnny, is his volume good now? I raised him all the way up. I just need to know if he's good. If not, then I'll crank my desktop audio up a little bit more.
No, if anything, I can just raise the gain on my volume, but I don't think I don't need. No, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Okay, sweet. Thank you. All right, so as you heard, he is a variety streamer. He's been branching out, and when I tell you, this man he cracks me the fuck up on GTA. He really does. One of the things I do not play Fortnite. I mean, if I play Fortnite, it's usually me, Rara, and like a few people. But I'm only doing it because it's like it's the squad. I'm not doing it for like, oh yo, I'm trying to get this dub or I don't like Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite at all. So fuck me, huh? I've actually played Fortnite, but no, I'm too good for Riddler on Fortnite. We played
together on Fortnite. Yes, we have. Yeah, I remember seeing the number 1370.
We probably have. 1370 is a very common number. Thank you very much.
No, you should. You definitely was there.
But yeah,
you were definitely there.
All right, so
and racing games. That's another thing I would never play.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on racing games. I enjoy some racing games. I enjoy like the old school, like Need for Speed Underground 1 and 2. They were phenomenal. Need for Speed Carbon, I thought that was a really great game. I think that's about the only ones I really truly enjoyed, to be completely honest with you.
Mine was I don't know if it was Need for Speed, but it was called Burnout Revenge.
Oh,
dude, that shit was fun. Just because I could crash and just cause like just a massive demolition.
All right. So, chat, we're gonna try something new tonight. All right. Whoa! I'm getting raided. Whoa! Give me just a second. I don't have my raid screen set up properly yet. That is something I'm working on. Shadows, thank you for the raid, my good sir. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. I am the Riddler 1370. I am Twitch's favorite Viking in the making. I'm a variety streamer. I play a bunch of different games. I do just chatting streams. I like to hang out with people, and I enjoy things. So welcome in, everybody. Shadows, what was you streaming? And how was your day? How was the stream? So like I was saying, chat, we are going to try something new tonight. We're still learning as we go. This is only my fourth one of these. Five Nights at Freddy and MC. Okay. This sounds like a lot of fun. So, like I said, we are learning as we go. This is only my fourth one. There's a lot of work in progress happening. A lot of things, we're working on things. Just bear with me. Things are going to start looking a lot more professional. But yeah. So if y'all could do me a favor, try and save all questions to the end of the stream. So at the end of the stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to any and everybody on the chat to ask either me or Luckbuck or both of us a question. It can be multiple questions. We'll see how it goes closer to the end, and we'll see what happens. But
so you should go into Stream Elements and put in a timer that it pops up in chat like every 20 minutes. Save all questions to end.
My timers don't work. I've had timers set up since I started Stream Elements, and I don't know why they don't work. Yeah, that is something I'm gonna revisit and work on as well. I've been trying to work on it, and like I said, I've reset it like 5 or 6 times, and for some reason the timers just don't work. But like I said, it is a work in progress. Things are gonna start changing to be more efficient moving forward. But yeah, work with me on that. If y'all could just save all any and all questions to the end of the stream. If you need to write them down or put them in like a text message or something up until the end, just in case you don't forget. That doesn't mean don't put questions in the chat. You know, sometimes if it's on a topic that y'all want to see or have something to be said about it while we're speaking it, I'll probably look at it. I don't know if I'll address it. Like I said, this is all a work in progress. It's a learning experience for me just as much as it is for everybody else. Okay, man, he added hold on question. Thank you, Johnny. I really do appreciate that. But Mr. Luckbuck, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
All right, and we'll give you a series of answers.
All right,
and I don't give a shit if you like them or not.
Well, hey, that was aggressive, Luckbuck. All right, I need you to take that there attitude, shove it. All right, get serious. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this question was actually left. I've been doing this question last, and I tried it first last week just to kind of feel like it'll fill out some other questions. So the first question I'm going to ask to you, Mr. Luckbuck, what is your ultimate goal with streaming and or content creation?
You know, it's funny because it's changed variously, and then like for everyone who's a streamer, I would expect it to change as often as it does. Just because before you do it, you set certain things up, and then while you're doing it, it's like, okay, now I want this. But now it's more of the fact of like I want it to. How do I say this? So when I actually heard you stream, you actually made an actual good point, and I've been thinking about it. Like I enjoy the idea of being sponsored from like larger companies versus the community, because I mean and I accept all donations, obviously, you know. And I do have a lot of like my stuff monetized, and I'll get into that a little further on. But my goal is to be able to like, I don't know, it's gonna sound cheesy as shit, right? But it's like I want to do some shit like I walk into a high school and I'd be like, everyone's graduation dues are paid for the year. You know, like senior trip paid. You got it. Don't worry about it. Like like give back essentially.
That is another reason I would like to do that. Well, obviously, you know, I tell everybody that I don't do this for the money right now. I don't. Any subs, anything I get, I greatly appreciate, and I funnel that money back in the stream. Whether it was through overlays or buying new upgrades for my PC or buying a new camera or something, which I haven't bought a new camera. I need to, but I try to, any money I get from my community, I want to put back into the stream for the simple fact I want to be able to make better content. I want my games to run on ultra high graphics. I want to be able to give y'all the absolute best. The reason I want to be partnered with like companies and whatnot is so I could do stuff like that and then possibly branch my name out into bigger things to make more money, not from my friends. Because one, I come from a very low income lifestyle. That's just how I've been raised my entire life. And
Section 8, let's go.
Not that low.
Oh, okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's me.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just I genuinely came from a very low income household. My mom was a single mother. She did everything she could to raise all of us, and I think she did a great job. And that's the thing. Like, I want to be able to find a single mother who is not struggling, but not also ahead on everybody, and be like, "Ma'am, I got your groceries this week. Ma'am, what is your car payment? Let me pay your car payment." Like, just I want to be able to do small acts of kindness like that. And unfortunately, I can't do that without money. But I also don't want to take money from people like me and you, who are potentially living paycheck to paycheck, or you might have one really good paycheck where you don't have any bills coming out, and you can be like, "All right, I'm gonna splurge and give my friend something." I would rather not be
like
fully. That was a birthday present. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so like I would like to be able to do stuff like that for other people. I would like to help, people who are trying to get off the ground and get noticed in streaming. Hey man, look, let me buy you a PC. Like just little acts of kindness
Yeah.
like that is stuff I would love to be sponsored to be able to do, but it is a work in progress. That is why my ultimate goal is to be a full-time streamer.
Definitely agree. It's one of
Shit.
those things where it's like we're all kind of in the same race, so there's no sense in tripping each other up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like to look at it as a race because when you do, it's competitive. But the saying just makes a lot of sense.
I will tell you, I am in competition every single day. And I'm only in competition with one person, and that's me. The only person I compete with at any point in time is me. And
That's
that's
all it
just
ever should be.
that is my honest truth. I wake up, I look at my content that I already have out. I'm like, I'm gonna make it better. I'm competing with the me from yesterday. I want to be better than I was yesterday. That's my goal every day. One of my goals.
Yeah.
My other goals is to make sure I make at least one person a day smile. That's my favorite goal. I do everything I can to make at least one person a day smile. All right.
Yeah. I don't have that goal. I mean, just because I know the shit I do in stream is hilarious, so I know I'm gonna get that off rip. Like, I'm not cocky about it. It's just I know my personality. I gel with everybody, so it's like, you know, for some people, I mean, I get why you make it a goal. For me, it's just
Yeah.
something like, yeah, you're gonna do it regardless.
Well,
Like,
well, my thing is like you never know how that one smile could affect somebody's life. That
that's
one
true, actually.
that
Yeah.
that person I make smile might have been having the worst day of their life, and that smile was like, you know what? There's still hope for today.
Hmm.
That's why I set it as a goal. I know I'm more than likely gonna make somebody laugh throughout the day just off some funny stuff I do. But at the same time, like if I have it as a goal that I'm gonna make at least one person smile today, outside of my
Yeah.
family, because I'm gonna make my family smile. I do everything I can to put a smile on their face. But if I can make somebody outside of my family, outside of my friend group smile every day, I think that is beyond important. That's another reason I enjoy doing streaming and doing my TikToks and my hovers is because I know I'm bringing a smile to somebody, even if it's a random somebody. I'm able to bring a smile to somebody.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
And that makes a lot of sense as well.
all right. Look, we're gonna move on to the next question.
What it do?
What is the most or your most favorite aspect of being a streamer?
The chat. That's I don't like the gaming is always gonna be the same shit. You know, you can have an objective, you can do what you gotta do, you're gonna have fun with it. But what makes a difference is the interaction. So that's why I've made my stream 100% viewer interaction. That's why I have stream loots. And I give away cards for free because
Mm-hmm.
I want everyone to feel included. This is it's not only a stream, but it's a home, you know? Like I want everyone to have that at home feeling. I don't really gotta watch what I say. I don't really gotta, but there are times where people are, you gotta like, hey, could you not like use, I mean, it's not like everyone's like in my stream dropping the N word, but there are people that I've told outside of the stream to come through and they've done it, and it's like, no,
So let me ask you
but
about that
you
because
can't really stop that.
that's one of my sidebar questions that I have. So when you run into a situation where, let's say it's not a friend, let's say it's a random person, he comes in and he's dropping racial slurs. What is your immediate action to deal with that? Because I've had that dealt to me a couple times with people coming in and they'd say stuff, and I typically try to give a warning. I'll time them out. I'm like, hey, bro, you can get untimed out and everything's gonna be okay. Please don't use that language again. But if they come back and they're any type of hostile, then it's game over. Then you're out of my stream instantly.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing where I gotta stop essentially stream and just like I mean, like regardless who's in stream, I gotta have that like one on one real quick. Where it's
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, I need you to understand this isn't outside. I have other people here. I just can't have you moving forward like that. So it's a temporary timeout just cause or just clear chat If it's a one time thing, clear chat. But if it's again, it's timed out. But that's essentially, and then I'm able to gauge on hostility. So if they come back and it's like dropped again, but there's no hostility, it's it's another timeout, but it'll be have to be for longer. And it's like, yo, I warned you. I still can't. Like, because if they come back, and I know some people slip up, but it's like you're typing, you shouldn't be able to slip up,
I
So
agree. That's why
still
you
try to
get
give
the
people the
one
benefit of
warning.
the doubt.
I will say that's why you get the one warning on my channel is because of that exact reason. You are typing it out. You have to physically say it in your head and then be typing it out or typing it on a computer. At some point, it should have clicked. That second time, it's game over. I can't have you on there.
Yeah.
So,
But it's one time out if it's a stranger, but it's 2 times time out if I actually know the person in real life.
Whether I know
Because
you or not, it's game over. If you say it a second time, it's game over. The reason I do that is it's a selfish reason. Is one, when you come to my stream, I want you to feel like family. I want you to think that we are family when you're in here because I want to be able to engage with chat. I want to be able to have fun. I want everybody in here to have equal amount of fun. I want everybody to be included in that. If you're in here dropping racial slurs or making people feel uncomfortable, that's just not how that's going to work. Especially like, and I've had talks back when I was a Call of Duty streamer. When I first started off, I had friends that would come in here and drop racial slurs. And I'd be, hey, bro, y'all can't do that while I'm live. Like, if we're playing off stream, you say whatever you want. But when I say I'm live, you leave that shit at the door. That's just not how that works. At least to me. Also, speaking of kind of like stuff like this, how do you deal with self-promo in your stream? Are you okay with people self-promoting their stream, or are you against it?
I've never encountered it. I've never had someone just like, yo, check out my streams. This is what I do. Like I've never encountered that, but it's kind of like Twitch etiquette for you, like not to do shit like that. It's like, okay, you're just gonna put your dick out for no reason. Like, can you not? Like, it's just don't do that. So, I mean, for that, it's an obvious timeout.
I've had people come in and self promote. For a long time, I was very much for I want you to self promote. I want everybody to know about each other. And then it started getting a little out of hand because I would tell people, it's like, I don't care if you self promote. I know you're a streamer. Let everybody else know. I'm against it now. And I'll tell you the big thing that changed me. I had one kid come in. I think I don't remember what his name is now. It's been so long ago. He came in and he messaged me. He's like, hey man, I'm live. I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I can't stop my stream to go watch you, but I was like, all right, cool, thank you. Like, you're telling everybody, if somebody comes in here, whatever. But yeah, I told him, I was like, all right, cool. And I went back to play my game. And then he sent me a whisper. He whispered to me. He was like, hey man, host my channel real quick. Because he said I had 8 people on the stream at the time. And I was just like, what? He literally asked me to quit streaming. He told me to raid out to him to give him the views so he could hit affiliate. And bro, when I tell you that made me so fucking mad, like I legit, like I called him out on stream. I was like, why the fuck would I end my stream to do that? I was like, I get if I'm at the end of my stream, but I was only like 30 minutes in. I always stream for a minimum of 2 hours. So I'm like the 20, 30 minutes in. Why would I do that? Also, Cineax, welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you for joining us. But I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. That is the first time I unfollow somebody. He's not blocked or anything. I'm sure he unfollowed me. But like, that's the first time I've ever unfollowed somebody. And that was the breaking point for me to be like, no. Self-promo in the chat is gone.
Yeah, nah. If you come into my stream with that, it's immediately I'm going to tell you to eat a dick. Like I'm not. I'm gonna time you out and I'm gonna tell you to eat a dick.
I didn't even time him out. I told him straight up, I was like, bro, I'm not fucking doing that, and I went on about my day. But like, I know there's a lot of people that are okay with self promotion. I mean, yeah, come in self promote. But at the same time, I don't think self promotion is ever a good thing because if you're streaming, like, or I'm streaming right now, if you popped in here and was like, hey man, I'm streaming too, what is the likeliness of anybody that's in my stream here having a good time likely to come and see you without
Yeah.
the streamer giving you a shout out back. Hey, yeah, go check my guy out. He's really good. And even then, how often are they going to do that while they are live?
Yeah.
So I just, like you said, it's Twitch etiquette not to do it. And I see so many people that just off the wall just come in and be, yeah, I'm streaming this game right now too. It's like, bro, like what?
You see that what Rod just did? That's not that I don't mind, because that tells me I bet I'm gonna just read out to you, like, but I don't vocalize that. I'm like in my mind, but the thing is I've had people do that. Like I'm about to go live, but I don't see that as like.
See,
I don't know. I don't see that as like self promo.
well,
I just be like
to me
because
with
the
the
way
Twitch
I
etiquette,
know
the
so
way
I
you handle
know
that is, I think the way I handle it when I'm watching another streamer, I think is the best way. Hey man, I gotta go. I got something. I'm about to do something. Have a great rest of your stream.
yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
But
Because if y'all are friends and y'all are following each other, when you go live, they'll see the notification pop up saying, "Hey, the Riddler 1370 went live." That's not me in your chat saying, "Hey, I'm going live. Come watch me." It's respectful. And at the end of the day, I think all streamers want respect. I think that is one of the biggest things every streamer can agree on. They just want respect from people.
Yeah, and
I think it's just more respectful to be like, hey man, I got something I got to do. I'll keep you pulled up. If you want to keep them pulled up, keep them pulled up. Or if you're leaving, have a great rest of the night.
And that's the thing where, like, for me, like the people who've done it, they literally didn't mean to like make it as a self promo. It's just like, hey, this is the reason why I'm just leaving. Like for some like people like talk to, they're detailed on what they're gonna go do. So like they'll tell me like, yo, I'm gonna go make a sandwich, bro, or like, yo, I'm gonna go do this, or yo, I'm gonna go live. Like, so it's just like I read that as just like, all right, cool, like no problem. But it's not like, hey, if you, but that's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not coming in saying, hi, I'm about to go live. They've been in my chat for a minute. I've never had someone just walk in, yo, I'm about to go live. I've never had that.
I still think it's disrespectful. That's just my opinion. Everybody has,
and I can
opinions.
see that. I can see why you do, and I respect it. It makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. And I like the more you say, the more I'm kind of gravitating to what you're like, the way you would handle it, because you're right. You're right, because at that point you're just you're just like, hey, fuck you, come watch me.
Yeah, I've had people that I have never met before that wasn't even following me come in and be like, hey, I'm about to go live. Be like, all right, good for you. But that, like I said, that one encounter with that one person is what killed all sell promo in my chat. If you want to sell promo, I have a Discord. You can sell promo in there.
Yeah, that's kind of like
thing.
what I learned as far as etiquette. Like I would go into other people's channel and they're like, oh, do you stream? And then I would put out like I would just tell them my schedule, and then now I'm like, now it's just like I try to keep all of that out just because.
Well, see, that's
Twitch
different.
etiquette.
If the streamer asks you, that is when promotion of yourself is fully acceptable, in my opinion.
Yes.
If I come in and be like, hey man, do you stream as well? And they're like, yeah, I do. And then they give me the schedule or something, I'm okay with that if I ask. But if I don't ask for it, bro, it's game over. I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
Me and you got beef instantly. Like me and Rara, we beefing right now because she said she's going live. No, I'm just kidding, Rara. I'm playing. All right. Next question, Mr. Luckbuck. How do you handle your content being received poorly? Like if you had a stream that you thought went really good and somebody messaged you, even if let's break this down into two parts. Somebody you've never met before messaged you and said your stream was trash. How do you receive that? Like, how do you take that in?
Which will always be a learning curve, right? So if you felt it went well, and like whatever you're holding it to, like whether it be statistics or
no, I'm saying about it. Somebody messaged you.
But I'm telling you, like, regardless on how you measure it, like if you think it went well statistically or you feel like you did good, keep that you felt good, but then also take it as what did this person expect? You know, because you
Mhm.
can't hit everyone's expectations. You can't.
That's
Because
true.
at that point, you're just dick writing. So you need to like just be like, you know what? Damn, no problem. Thank you for the feedback. But then it's also like, what makes you say that? Like it's always like you gotta be able, like, as a Twitch streamer, you gotta take criticisms. Like, I feel like a lot of people, we don't do that enough. Like, we don't
Mhm.
hold each other accountable, and we just tell each other, "Yo, that was a great stream," and it wasn't, or like you weren't looking at chat enough, or like I call people out immediately. Like I would be in M West's chat, and I'd be like, "Pay attention, I'm talking to you." Or like because the thing with M West is like he'll like I'll put in four things and then he'll read two out of the four things, and then I'm like, no, West, go back to the top, read it through. Now we're good. Or like Red Riddler, I do the same thing. If I'm talking to you and you're not catching it, I'm pulling you up immediately. I don't let nothing slide. No.
That's funny. I
Yeah,
think
man.
I agree that a lot of people they take criticism very poorly, or they don't. People don't criticize enough. By not criticizing enough, I think that's a fine line, because there's a point where criticism becomes hate. That makes sense, because there's some people, like today, me and Johnny had a conversation, and he's like, I don't want to overstep. I'm like, bro, we've been here since the beginning. Please let me know, because I take any amount of criticism. If anybody has some type of critique of what I do, let me know. I'll fix it. I want to make this entire experience as important to everybody as possible. Also, M West said he be ignoring your shit on purpose.
I know. I have you chat up. I have you chat up. It's all right.
But yeah, so like,
I'll see you, West.
when somebody gives you criticism, I think it's just kind of like been a stigma for so long, where people are like, you're just hating because I'm doing. No, sometimes people come around and be like, listen, bro, this needs to change. And sometimes that's for a good cause. It's for a good reason, because sometimes change is necessary. I had a TikTok. I said that a couple of weeks ago. Not all change is bad. Some change is 100% necessary to make life better. And you never know if that little change that you make could bring another 10 people, or another 100 people, or another 1,000 people. You don't know that. You could be stuck in your fucking head so much, and you're like, I'm not doing that because I don't want to listen to you. I think I'm doing great. I enjoy criticism. To me, any criticism is good, because that means you care enough to me about me and my content to bring it to my attention, and I appreciate that. It's like me and Johnny, we had a solid conversation about everything earlier. Again, he's probably going to yell at me because I didn't implement any of the things I said I was going to do today, but I got caught up doing some other shit. So it'll be okay. It will be fixed. But yeah, I agree 100% on the criticism fact. I think it can be implemented in friendly ways that people can just make things up. Legit was gonna yell at you. I believe it. I legit, like, I got done doing everything I was about to do before I started streaming. I was like, shit. I set up some new shit and I ain't do nothing me and Johnny talked about. But yeah, so I definitely do agree with that. So let's move on to the next question. All right. I asked you how you receive your content being received poorly. What is your favorite? Well, oh yeah, I asked you what's your favorite thing about content creating was. Yeah, I skipped over.
Chat. Yeah.
I don't know why I shuffled that. My bad. I read that wrong. All right.
It's all good.
Is there a way that you hype yourself up before you hit the go live button? Is there something you do, like a process before you get started, that you just hype yourself up with?
Nah. I just grab all of my shit, like my water bottle, my Bean Boozled, all the sour candy that I have nearby. And I just put my phone on the charger, and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just like, let's do it. Let's set this bitch off.
See, that's crazy, because I have not. I think this is my fourth one, and nobody other than myself has answered that they have something that hypes them up yet. That's
Yeah, nah. It's like for me, it's just like, let's do this. Like, you know, like all day, because all day I'm thinking about it. So all day, I guess I am psyching myself up.
Rara said, you tell yourself you're too sexy for your shirt.
He tells me.
Oh, rah, thank you for that. That just made my day. Oh,
I do listen to. I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I do listen to music before I start, and then as soon as I hit the go live, I just turn it off because I don't know
copyrights
how
and
to set
whatnot.
up that whole like being able to put up the VOD without music.
You have to
So I
change
was,
your VOD track to 6 and your actual VOD track to 1. That way, or one of the
yeah,
VOD tracks
I
goes to
need,
6. They
okay,
told me
I need no. You gotta talk to me like I'm 3 years old, dog. I sat there and I'm messing with it, and I'm just like, you know
that
what?
that
Me and
was
West sat
the
down and was
best
like
explanation I can
fixing
give.
it. Yeah, exactly. And trust me, that's not even good enough.
So
Trust
I
me when I tell you that's nothing. That's nothing to me. That
so
just shoot right over my head,
that
bro.
that is what, like, I took it off because I noticed that, like, there'd be clips that where you couldn't even hear the gameplay because of how I had it set up. So it literally just be me talking with absolutely no gameplay music or anything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna turn it off. And that's one of the reasons I don't have music on my stream other than my intro music. And every once in a while I do put music in the background, but it's always just beats. It's not actual music.
Mm.
But yeah, music is my hype. I mean, I think I put a clip of it, me singing, starting stream last week. That is what I do to get me hype. I'll be back here doing my workouts, have the music blasting in my hair, in my head, and just be having a good time. Because, like, I'm hype. I'm ready to jump in here. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to have conversations with everybody. It just helps hype me up in general.
Yeah. All right. I guess everyone's different,
Yeah,
but
everybody is
yeah, but
definitely different
it's
in that
definitely
aspect.
music for me.
All right, so I just realized that I started this completely wrong. I did not ask you my favorite question to ask. I meant to ask you before everything happens, how how are you doing mentally? Are you doing good mentally?
I'm gonna keep shit a buck with you. I'm not.
Okay, okay.
I'm not. So because we're gonna keep going and we're gonna like pick up the mood essentially after this. But I don't know if anyone like checks out Ra's like venting section, but that's kind of where I've been like going to like because it's the only place where I'm just gonna throw shit in there and I'm just not gonna think about it. Like because that's like I've expressed it, move forward now.
It's always
But
good to
it
vent. Always.
yeah. So I don't know if you know specifically Riddler what I've been dealing with since like for a couple weeks now. My boy suffers from MS. So
Mm-hmm.
he had 3 back-to-back cardiac arrests when he was in the hospital. They had to put him in a medically induced coma. His lungs and kidneys are just gone. And he started waking up yesterday, the day before yesterday, on Saturday. So we said, you know what? Sunday, let's go. Let's go see him. And we didn't know like what to expect, but it's like we went to the hospital to go see him, and he's literally just laying there and just staring into the ceiling. Like he can't look, he can't move around. He's just like breathing, like the machine's helping him breathe because you can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like in and out, in and out. And he like you could see him like falling in and out of consciousness. And it's like, and we were already told like, don't talk to him, because one of his cousins was like came up to us and was like, don't talk to him because apparently, like when you talk to him, his heart starts like to beat up a little bit, and we were like, we don't want to rush his heart, so like we went up like so we just stood there and we just watched him, and bro, it's bad, and then like so today, I'm like no problem. He's coming out of a coma, so slowly he's gonna be better. Just found out today he has severe brain damage, and now they're looking to put him into long-term hospice care. So as just there's nothing more that can be done, and that's just the way my boy's gonna be.
All
So
right,
and
so
he's only 28.
let me ask you, since you got all this going on, what do you find to be the best way to deal with those negative emotions and those bad mental health days, how do you help try to pick yourself up out of those? What do you find to be the best thing that works for you?
I smoke.
Okay, understandable.
That and I've been talking. I don't know if you know who Nubsy is, but I've been
Yes, I
talking
do
to
know.
Nubsy about it. Every time I've spoken to Nubsy about it. And since I mean me and Nubsy, like we've talked about it before, so he's kind of like well invested into what's going on as well. So every single time I have an update, he gets to know, and then me and him we just talk about it for a bit, and then like, but if anything's still lingering, it's usually I drop off at Rara's venting section, and then it's
Okay.
just I drown myself out into something else. And it's very easy for me to do that, to drown myself out into something else.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, I was going to
Yeah.
make a joke about my mental health state, but after hearing that story, I kind of don't want to make the joke anymore. But I'm going to do it because that's what I am. I am actually in a semi bad mental health state right now, just for today. Actually, from about the past hour. So, as many people in the chat know, I love to cook. I'm a huge cook. I absolutely love it. I've been cooking since I was like 8. So, I had steaks and potatoes for dinner tonight, right? My mom gave me some filet mignons back for Father's Day. So we laid them out, and that was our dinner tonight. I had to make one well done for my wife.
Oh God. Yeah, my wife is the same way.
A filet mignon
Oh
had
my
well done.
God, my wife is oh my
And I was just
God.
like I was looking at it, and they were nice. You know how they did the plumpness of them. I was just looking at them like, I gotta fucking cook you all the way through.
Every time me and my wife go out to eat and we order steak and she looks at them and she goes, "Can I get it well done?" And I'm like, "You want to chew a car tire? You want to chew a car tire? That's what it is. That's you might as well.
I
You want
always
to go
just be
bite
like,
in?"
I always
I'm
just
like,
be like, it's cheaper for us to get a bag of beef jerky at Walmart, right?
yeah, bro. I'm like, literally, and then like the waitress will walk away, and I'm like, "You're not gonna disrespect me like that in public." Like
Oh
not in
god.
public, okay? Not in public. There's things that we do at home behind closed doors. That's one of them, okay?
I was
Not in
thinking
public.
like I said, I don't mind if you like the steaks well done. I'm not gonna dish you on it.
No, no,
Eat,
no, no,
eat your food
no,
how you like to eat it. That's on you.
no, no.
But me,
Okay, you know what? Hold on. Eat your food how you like it, but I'm gonna tell you something because I'm not gonna let you live your whole life thinking it's normal. Like I got in trouble at work because some girl said she likes to dip her pizza in ranch, and I'm
what's
like,
wrong with
okay, you're
that?
weird. It's weird. You're
No, it's
weird.
not.
Yes, it is.
Look, next time you get pizza, put ranch on top
I'm
of
not
it.
putting
No.
ranch. I
Here,
don't like ranch.
put
I don't like
a.
ranch.
Well, then you're the fucking weird one. Ranch is
No,
awesome.
who puts pizza in ranch?
Like 90% of the people that eat pizza. Chat,
And
can,
you put
Rara,
pizza.
can you do a poll for us right now? Do y'all put ranch on your pizza?
Oh my god.
Can we get a poll in the chat, please?
Oh my
Chicken
god.
bacon ranch pizza. Right there. Boom. That is an amazing pizza. You are the minority here, sir. That is how that is.
Ranch does not go on pizza. Oh
You
my
put
god.
listen, I will tell you right now, you put a little bit of ranch. You ain't gotta drown it in ranch, right? Drowning it's too much. You put a little bit of ranch and then get you some hot sauce and dribble it on top. Yeah. You in a whole new level of flavors right there.
Isn't that just a buffalo? Isn't that just a ranch buffalo?
No. That's why I said you see, I use Chipotle Tabasco. That's my go-to hot sauce. That is
Yeah, it's a lot harder.
It makes a difference.
It does. It actually does.
Man, it's outrageous.
That's one of the things I don't like about.
I bet you like pineapple on pizza, don't you?
I don't mind it, but I don't. I'm not gonna go out of my way and order it. Like I'm more of a Sicilian pepperoni.
This man right here. Interview over. We're done.
Bro.
We're ending it right on.
I'm a typical New
This
Yorker.
man will put pepper.
Let me live my life.
You will put pineapple on
I
pizza,
heard.
and you'd be like, "I'm not gonna eat ranch on pizza."
Listen, I didn't say I'm going to do that. I just said if someone ordered it and that's all that's there, I guess we eating it.
Well, what you're saying is, if somebody ordered a whole pizza and poured some ranch on it, you ain't getting a slice.
And that's all that's left to eat. I'm gonna have to.
This guy, I'm done talking to you. Walking away from this conversation.
Listen,
we got a poll up right now.
All I'm saying is, when people do something that's weird, they need to be like this girl said that, and my manager pulled me aside, and she's like, you can't call people weird. I'm like, but then people are gonna think
that's one of those. First of all, anything is true through the power of Christ.
People are gonna think, they're gonna live their whole life thinking it's normal.
Ranch on pizza is fine. 100%. That's just actual factuals. That's how that works. I have a fucking... I guess I got a nose hair. I'm getting old and I get nose hair now. I have something tickling my nose. It's fucking annoying. Alright. now that we finished up with our argument. By the way, there is a poll in the chat. Chat is going to be the ones who decide this, okay? So, let's move on to the next question that we have. What made you interested in becoming a streamer?
Oh, dude, it's always been my thing. Like I think the first person I've ever seen so I wasn't familiar with Twitch at first, cause I wasn't familiar with Twitch at first because it wasn't something I was new to, but I stayed on YouTube a lot, and the first people who I got into were Dashy Games and Markiplier.
Dashy is fucking amazing.
Oh, dude, I love Dashy. I love Dashy Games. I haven't watched his recent stuff just because it's just a lot going on.
I'll tell you, the videos that got me into watching Dashy was when he did the Friday the 13th game. And he did the retro Jason skin. It's like a 15-minute video. And when I tell you, I laughed until I cried watching that video. And I could probably still go watch it right now and have just as much fun laughing at that video. That's what got me into watching Dashy.
So okay, so that's the thing though, right? So it was that, and for me, it's Emily Wants to Play.
I've never watched that one.
Dude, that's my favorite Dashy video. That's my number one favorite. It's okay. Actually, it was 3 people. It's Markiplier, Dashy Games, and Moist Critical.
I don't know that one.
Because he now he doesn't play games anymore, but he used to. Like, he built his community off of it. You probably seen his videos, but I mean, because all of them do like amazingly well. They're all like years old though, like 5-6 years old.
So I think so you would say those are the 3 that inspired you the most, I think.
Yeah, and then what is it? I would watch, and then Dashy would go live on YouTube, and then I was like, yo, that's some shit I would do. But I was actually I realized, like, with my setup at the time, and like that like wasn't doable because I was with Time Warner Cable, and dude, their Wi-Fi sucks. I actually wanted to do more podcasting because of there was a group called SourceFed that used to do podcasts, and I used to love that. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather jump into podcasting than live streaming. I mean, truth be told, I would if I had to choose between podcasting and streaming on Twitch, I would choose podcasting more.
So
that's just where my heart lies.
For a lot of people that don't know, I actually have a podcast. It's been put on a hiatus because my brother has been extraordinarily busy and he was my co-host. I really enjoy podcasting. I really do. I just think it takes a lot more work and effort than a lot of people understand. And that's just something that by far that I learned on the hard end. So like my podcast, I did very, very little editing to it. One, I am not good at editing. I'm very transparent when it comes to that. If I can upload a raw, uncut video and just let it go and it ride, then I'm going to. And which actually with these interviews on YouTube is exactly what I do. I don't really edit anything out. I go from the intro to the outro and post it on YouTube. Which this one will be on YouTube next Monday. Just as a heads up for everybody. Well, the people I'm talking to wouldn't be the ones in here. People I'm talking to would be people who wasn't able to catch this. They can catch it on YouTube next week. But yeah, so I personally really do enjoy podcasting. I would like to be more consistent with my podcast, but I also think I want to take like 3 or 4 months of prep time for like each and every episode, because something that happened with me and my brother is we would get to talking about something that I want to like, let's talk about this next week, and we'll be like, all right. Then the next week would roll around. We both worked a bunch of 12s that week. We didn't do any of our research, so then we would just kind of free ball it. And like, to me, it worked out for us. We had a lot of fun doing it. I would like to get back to doing it. It's just, with our schedules being conflicting, him working a lot, me working a lot, it's just really hard. The podcast is not gone. It will be back, I promise. Just give me some time. I'm working on other YouTube content, and I just got a lot going on right now. But I agree. I think if you want to talk about the people who inspired me the most when it comes to streaming, or the people I seen doing it, and I was like, man, I'd love to do that. Tim the Tap Man was a big one for me, because I would watch him play Fortnite and watch him with Cloaksy and Nick Merckx and Courage, and just watching the dynamic with them of how much fun they would have just playing the game. And I wanted that, and I was like, bro, me and my friends, we'd be having a lot of fun. I'm gonna try it, and then I never would start it. Dashy was another one that made me really interested in wanting to start content creating. He made me want to do YouTube more than streaming. Tim Tap Man made me want to do streaming. And then the last one I'll say is Jacksepticeye. I watched a lot.
I hated him at first.
I watched a lot of Jacksepticeye, and I don't know what it was about him and his content. I loved it. He was actually the person who got me into wanting to play Subnautica the first time before I started playing it. But yeah, so like, I watched his Subnautica playthrough, and I was just like, man, that looks like a lot of fun. And Subnautica, like I said this last week, Subnautica was the game that made me want to start streaming. I started playing it. I had so much fun playing it. I was like, man, I'm just gonna do this. And then I played it and I finished it. I was like, bro, I really wish somebody would have watched me play that, because I had so many good times and memories that the only person who has them is me. So I was like, man, I would have had so much fun playing with somebody watching, even if it was only one person, somebody watching and have that memory with. So that was one of the things that made me be like, all right, I'm actually going to really look into this. And then about 3-4 months later, boom, started streaming.
Yeah. That's why, like as soon as during COVID, I actually ended up getting a really good job. Well, I got fired from my job for getting COVID. Ended up getting a new job, and the Wi-Fi was like complete shit. And I literally like I like looked at my mom. I was like, Ma, you're gonna call Spectrum and you're gonna disconnect. I'm gonna call Verizon, and we're gonna get Fios gigabyte speed, and I'm going to pay for it. And she's like, okay. And ever since then, I was like, bet. Like, that was the sole reason of me switching over, was so I can start streaming.
That's a good thing, because then we would not have ever met, and then I wouldn't have my lucky buck.
And there we go. And I would have never met the greatest Viking in the making.
All right, let's move on to the next question. What do you find to be the hardest part about being a streamer?
Fucking around with the settings. It has to be like, it's like the learning the ins and outs behind the scenes of the shout outs, getting the clips to play, setting up your mic, make sure everything around you is fine, making sure when you go live, your bit rate's fine, your just all of that stuff. Make sure your commands are working. And it's just all of that stuff is the hardest part.
Not to mention the
upkeep. The upkeep on top of it. And I've always said that with everything. And when I started my podcast, I sat my guys down and I had a conversation, and I said, listen, it's gonna be easy to start this joint it's gonna be twice as hard to keep it going. That's how it goes always. So you need to understand this shit's gonna yeah, the spectrum does suck. But it's just how it needs to, it's just how it goes. It's going to it's easy to start, hard to keep it going.
I agree. So I've asked that question a couple of different times, and I don't know why that never popped up to me. Because I am so like I'm still learning everything as we speak. I tell everybody this is a learning curve, no matter what you're doing. But I 100% agree with that. Learning the ins and out of Twitch, or not just Twitch, OBS or Streamlabs or whatever you want to use, is probably one of the hardest things to actually do. And the fact, like I've told a lot of people here recently, I've been trying to learn everything on my own. I want to be able to do all this stuff on my own without having to call somebody back. Look, this just ain't working. I'd rather have somebody else do it. I want to be able to learn stuff just for that simple fact. Is that I don't want to have to cancel a stream because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's just not something I would like to do. And I like to think that I've gotten a lot better at everything that I've done. A lot of people have let me know that I am doing a lot better and being able to fix stuff without asking as many questions. Because it's better. Thank you. But like, it's one of those like it's hard to keep all this stuff going because like it could be one update could erase everything you have, and then you have to start from scratch. And that is just annoying to have to understand. You might have to deal with that.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I fear. Like one day I'm gonna sign into to OBS, and all of my settings are gone, and I'm like, no! I'm gonna have to call everybody. Give me 1 second. I have to turn off my camera for 1 second.
Okay.
But yeah, bro, it's that.
But all right, so I'll address chat while you were doing what you're doing, big dog.
Give me 1 second.
By the way, chat decided unanimously ranch goes on pizza. Just so you know. Switch for a century is complete shit. So Cyniacs. That's a statement, by the way. Okay, Cyniacs, what is the statement? Did I miss it? I apologize. You taking my money and showed up. Regarding ranch. Oh, okay. Cyniacs, what is your opinion on ranch on pizza? Because if he has an opinion, I'd like to know. Yes, Axe. Say it again. Is Axe like an inside joke that I'm not privy to? Because I've seen him get called Axe quite a few times. I'm just curious. Yep, at the workplace, I had a briefing. Okay, I wanted to make sure, I wanted to confirm that was a joke that I just didn't know about. So you had a briefing? Are you talking about and ask my workers about ranch on pizza? Okay. Show of hands, 80%. I think it belongs on. I'm not going to say that you have to have ranch on your pizza. I'm not saying that. I just think ranch on pizza sometimes is not bad. I'm not going to go every time I get pizza and throw ranch on it, but hey, if it's there, I'm going to take it.
Sorry about that.
No, these things happen.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, personal life is a thing. It comes from a stream.
Yeah.
All right, so I asked you what the hardest part about being a streamer is.
The ins and outs.
So I'm going to ask you, what do you think is the easiest part about being a streamer?
Playing whatever the game you're playing. Because that requires nothing. Because like, let it be Elden Ring, let it be whatever game you're gonna play. It's the easiest thing you got to deal with. Because that's easier. So to play a game is simple, but to keep up with chat is a whole different ball game. To make sure your settings are right is different. So for me, it's the gameplay. That's the easiest part of streaming.
I can agree with it. See, I'm kind of the opposite. I think it's easier to talk with chat than it is to play the game from time to time. I think it's hard to talk to chat and deal with the game at the same time. But I find it extremely easy to talk to chat. I don't know if it's just because I like talking to people or that's just how I've built my stream up, is the fact that I want to talk more with chat rather than play the game. Because the game's always going to be there. Chat's not always going to be
there. Yeah.
So I think that's the easiest thing for me is that and just hitting the go live button now. I used to question myself so often about like going live. I used to, I'm my biggest critic. I used to watch my VODs and stuff, and I'm like, man, I'm boring. Ain't nobody really enjoying this.
Yeah,
And
and that's why I can't make clips, bro. I can't. I can't make clips because I'll look at everything I just did, and I'm like, none of this is clip worthy.
see,
None of this is clip worthy.
see, this is what I do. So like, I have a Stream Deck, and I have a clip button on there. So I have that set up. So like right now, if me and you are talking, I hit
Same.
the clip button, it'll make a clip. Anytime
Yep.
in my head while I'm streaming, if I think I did something that's funny or I catch myself laughing, boom, I hit the button. Now whether or not that clip ever gets posted or not, completely different story. I have hundreds of clips of me making shit from absolutely nothing. I've watched some of my clips. I'm like, why the fuck did I clip that? It wasn't even funny. But there's also a weird delay. I'm still trying to figure out the exact moment to be able to clip. So it's like I can hit the
Oh,
clip button and
so
then
I'll
it'll
tell you.
start clipping in 15 seconds or something like that.
I would tell you 7 seconds.
But yeah, so like that's just what I do. So like I utilize my hover and my Twitch and stuff by trying to like put people out there like or put my clips out there. And you know, who was it? I don't remember who said it. It was a famous person. He said, "Content is content, whether it's good or bad. You putting content out, somebody's going to see it."
Yeah.
And I kind of I took that and I ran with it, and I was like, you know what? Even if it is not the best in the world, maybe it's not the best quality, maybe it's not the best clip, it's still content. I'm still pushing the content because who knows? Maybe that bad clip might bring out the next clip might be the best clip. You also never know what demographic you're gonna get
Gonna
when you
get.
post to something. So you could post a goofy, dumb clip and it could go viral because the right person seen it and shared it. Or you could post the best clip in the world, like the sickest quick scope on Call of Duty, and nobody sees it because there's a million clips like that. So you
Mm-hmm.
never really know when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next question, Luckbuck, how do you stay motivated? One, to stay working and grinding at this, but two, how do you stay motivated to be a streamer?
I'm always setting up things for the next stream. Like I put things in place where I'm like, I'm definitely gonna do it. There are things where life comes in and I unfortunately can't stream,
Mm-hmm.
but I set things up in a way where it's like, all right, this is gonna get done. Like this Friday is gonna make the 1 year I hit affiliate. So I'm gonna have an affiliate stream this Friday.
Ooh, I like to
So
hear that.
that's why, like I said, I set things up. Like when I was moving from one house to another, I kind of had imposter syndrome where I was like, do I really want to come back? Do I really want to come back? But like, who am I to come back? Like my shit was bare minimum. Like it was ass. Like what am I coming back to? And then like I'd have like people like, yo, Luck, when are you coming back? And I'm like, why do you give a fuck? Like, seriously, legit. Like, why would you give a shit when I'm coming back? My shit's ass. Like, I don't, I don't stream quality shit, dude. Like, I know. And there's so many people who are like, who I'm the same way with. Like, I'm literally sitting here, like, waiting for Raw to stream again. But I know she's gonna do that when she's ready.
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting for it. Same thing with Low Tone Jones. I cannot wait until Low Tone streams again. But again, he's gonna do that when he's ready. So, but what I did was when I moved, I bought another monitor, I bought a stream deck, I bought a better mic. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set things up so if I don't stream again, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. Like
That makes sense.
I put I don't know what it's called insurance, but I put things in place so I make sure you know it is what it is, and I'm definitely gonna do it.
So here's my opinion about what you said. You said you thought you had shit content and you had the bare minimum. First of all, your content wasn't shit. I'll tell you that first and
At the
foremost.
time,
At the
it's
time,
debatable.
I'm gonna tell you because you're my friend, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think your content was shit. I always had a good laugh when I come and hung out with you. It was always fun. Now, as far as having the bare minimum, that just leaves room for growth. You can have the bare minimum.
Exactly.
I started off on my PS4 with no camera and a shitty headset. Look at where we are now. I have a PC, I have a decent mic, I have a decent camera, and I'm learning more and more. So like all that is growth. So like on my one
Yeah.
year anniversary, we spent about an hour going through and making clips or watching old clips, and all you saw was growth. So like I went from having no camera and shitty audio to having a camera and shitty audio, and then I went from
Yeah.
having then moved up to having from a PlayStation to my PC, and then you saw where I had overlays that were very meh, and then you see my camera was super distorted because I didn't know what I was doing. And then you see the growth over time and moving up and up, and then you see where I am now. And again, I didn't do any of this by myself. I don't take credit for any of this by myself. I didn't do 90% of the shit that is on my stream. I've not done by myself.
Yeah.
I have started learning to implement shit by myself, but I still do ask questions just because I don't want to mess anything else up. So like
Yeah.
it's all about the community that has come together to help. And I appreciate like I try to make it a point to tell everybody how much I appreciate them to the point where like I almost sound like a broken record. And I know that I sound that way, but like I have to tell everybody how much I appreciate it because everybody comes in and tells me like, "Hey, you're doing a great job," and I'm like, "Thank you, I really do appreciate that." But it's not only me. Like, streaming is a solo thing, but it's also a team thing. You have to have a solid team to back you up, and
Yeah.
having that backup be there, whether it's either with critiques or to help you add and implement new shit. That is so fucking important to me. And
Yeah.
I appreciate every fucking body in my community and that has let me be a part of their communities as well. Just because like I love y'all so much, and I make that a point to tell y'all. And whether you believe me or not, it's on you. But when I say these words, when I tell you I love you and I appreciate what you do, I want y'all to know from the bottom of my fucking heart, I mean that shit. I 100% mean it, and that's just a fact.
Sorry. Uh, uh, no, and I definitely understand that, and I'm the same way. Like I'm super appreciative of every single person. Let it only be shadow or raw or low tones that comes in. Regardless, it's like yo, thank you for like
Bitch,
even
I'll be there
shadow,
too.
huh?
Just fuck me again. Huh? Now I'm about to leave this whole interview.
Well, I stream late sometimes, so you're already off to bed.
Well,
So
I try to be in there for at least 30 minutes. I do.
yeah,
I mean,
I know.
that's just one of those. It's the streaming schedules. It's hard to be able to catch everybody all the time.
Of course, and I can't expect everybody. He said, "Fuck me too." Hate you, like I love you too, West. I always love you. But but it's definitely one of those things where it's like I'm super appreciative of everybody. Like even if all of my streams like I don't get a sub or a follow, the fact that you took 5 minutes to come in and be like, you know what, that's what's up. Thank you. I mean, I low key like I low key hate the fact that it's like people kind of make it a big deal where they're like, "Oh, you know, you're always like hyping me up, but you never come into my streams." But it's like, yo, like people gotta understand there's a time difference. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be in Kainsey's streams. He's 5 hours ahead of me, 6 hours ahead of you, Riddler.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough. And then because Kainsey will hit me up, and Kainsey's like, hey, look, when are you gonna stream? And I'm like 9:30, and he's like, that's 1 a.m. for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I can't accommodate him because I have life, I have a wife, I have things, where I just can't stream earlier. And it sucks. It really does suck, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like that's why every other Saturday I do an early stream. Like this Saturday is gonna be an early stream. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or 1:30. Just so at least if you couldn't catch me during the week, here I am on a Saturday,
Yeah.
and we could chop it up. You
That's
know?
that's another thing that we didn't really touch on with one of the hardest parts about being a streamer is meeting such incredible people. Like you stated Kainsey. I got Kainsey. I got I don't know if y'all have seen him in the stream before. Seahawk. He comes in
Oh
here all the
yeah.
time. Seahawk. I have another friend. His name is Stretch. He's on a hard part. Like he's very close to being a partner, and it's just they're all from the UK. It's so hard for them to come and support me because it's so late for them. And every once in a while, Johnny, you're in the same almost time zone. Shut up. But yeah, so like it's one of those like they're 5 6 hours ahead of me. I don't expect them to be in my stream. If they
Yeah.
are, I greatly appreciate that, and it means a lot to me. But at the same time, it's like I'm gonna support them as much as I can because they're my friends, and I appreciate them coming and support me when they can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is definitely one really hard thing is the fact that everybody's in different time zones, and then sometimes conflicting schedules. Sometimes hypothetically, sometimes me and you could have the exact same stream time. It could happen, and it's one of those like, damn, I would love to be in there streaming, but I already have prior engagements with my own stream. That's another really difficult thing to have to deal with.
Yeah.
All right, look, Buck. Let's move on to the next question.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
what is up to this date your greatest achievement from streaming?
Learning shit, there's a lot, man, because it's like you got to look for the small things, you know? Where let it be how to learning how to use other platforms to integrate into your platform. Like Streamloots is one of my big things that makes my streams 100% interactive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a card, if played, blindfold for 5 minutes. I'm gonna blindfold myself for 5 minutes, and obviously I can't read chat, and I'm gonna just try to continue playing the game. So there's a lot of things like I do, which I'm like, you know, again, it is like a lot of majority of my stuff are monetized because it's more of like, you know, it costs nothing to be interactive and be in chat. But if you wanted to take a step further, it's kind of like a support both ways, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the way I look at it. I know a lot of people are gonna look at it like, oh, it's a money grab, but it's not. You know, it's more of like you're gonna do something. I'm gonna make you work for it. You know,
Okay.
like hold on, let me see if I have it right here. It should be right in front of me. One second.
I was gonna say
I
I have seen a lot of people implement the streamer loots. Uh,
this.
I don't
I
specifically think it's a money grab. It, I feel like if you implement something on your channel, such as stream loots, to where people could, you know, pay money for something, I think that's just giving them the option to. I think the only way you can consider it a money grab is just like, hey, you have to sub to me, you have to do it right now, and I'll do this, or like with the Bean Boozled thing. So like if you're just like,
yeah
you have to sub right now, or you know, or I'm not gonna eat this bean, like that is a money grab. But
yeah
implementing something on your stream, I don't think considers it a money grab. That's like having a donation page. I have a donation page. I don't really advertise it, but if somebody comes in and
neither
donates
I.
to it, it's one of those like I give you the option. Like
Hmm.
I will promote my dono page. Like it's there, but I don't actively like every 5 minutes put it up in the chat. Money grab.
Well,
Watch your
for
streamers,
me,
ghost cards. You
it
think it's funny? Like Dixper,
uh
I want to set up Dixper. I just
Dixper,
haven't actually
yeah,
haven't sat down and done it.
I Dixper and Streamloots run hand in hand. If you're using Streamloots, there's no use for Dixper.
Mm-hmm.
But some people are more affiliated with Dixper
Mm-hmm.
versus Streamloots, and then some people are more affiliated with Streamloots versus Dixper. So you have to know your community and what they're more comfortable with.
Yeah.
So far, I've been using Streamloots. I haven't had anybody come to me and say, "Yo, I'm more comfortable with Dixper." But like, let's say in the next 15 streams, someone more of my community starts growing, and they're like, "Hey, Dixper is something we're more comfortable with." Then I'm gonna make the transition. I
Mm-hmm.
already have it downloaded on my computer, for a moment's notice. Because I want to be I want to be aware of changes and what people are comfortable to.
Yeah.
And I've already seen the layout for Dixper. It's just about setting it up.
See, I've considered setting up Dixper. I actually talked to Nerve about it a couple times, and now I've considered doing it. I haven't made the time to actually sit down and look at it. It is something I've considered doing. I just haven't, like I said, I haven't figured on doing it.
Yeah, like I when I set up my stream loops, I have like I even called like one of my best friends, and he's like, you know what, make it an epic card. Uh, if someone redeems this card, you gotta quick pay me $10. And
I
I was
remember
like, you know
that.
what? I was like, you know what? Bet, but only limited edition 3 cards. Because the most you get in Anatomy, bro, is $30. That's the most
I've
you get
seen
in
that
Anatomy.
before.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just I try to integrate everything into a viewer interaction because I want everyone that comes into my stream to know not only are you welcomed, but let's chop it up.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your day. Tell me about whatever. You're here to relax. You're here that like that's why my notification is. I don't know if you ever get it on mobile, but it's
Mm-hmm.
come and put your feet up.
Yeah.
Because I stream towards the end of the day in the US. So it's, so everyone's done for the day. Come put your feet up and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
But, for the UK, it's, they're just starting. But I mean, as far as Keynesi, I don't really have too much of a UK presence in my chat, aside from
I have
Keynesi's.
a little bit of one just because a couple of the communities I'm in are more heavy on UK people. But like, I've met some really amazing people from the UK. Keynes is probably I'd probably say he's my best friend in the UK.
Yeah.
Other than like, I do have some really great people in there, but I think me and Keynes have become that. I would say he's my best friend that I've made from the UK. But
Yeah.
as far as the question I
You,
asked,
you to Keynesi is shadows to me. Like Shadows is my right hand man on everything.
I just
Like
want.
no matter what, I know
Okay.
I know that no matter what, like I have a blast with Shadows. Let it be Minecraft,
See,
Escape Simulator.
I'm
We
the
have the
same
same
way
thing.
with Shadows. The only thing about Shadows that even comes close to annoying me is that he won't turn on his mic. That is the only
And he
thing.
won't.
We've talked about it before, and I understand why he won't. But it's just like like we played the Forest Friday. He asked, he's like, "Can I jump in and play?" I was like, "Yeah." In my head, I'm like, "Turn your fucking mic on so we can talk." But I'm like, I know how you are. I understand why he does it. I really do, and I'm okay with it because we've had that talk. But it's just like, damn, Shadows, turn on your mic. But like I said, we've had these conversations, so it's like, okay, I understand why.
Yeah. At first it used to bother me with Shadows, but now it's like
He
now I'm
tucks
so
it.
used to now
I,
now now that I'm so used to it, I literally just met like somewhat of his cousin, and he does talk. And I told his cousin like off rip, I don't want to know nothing about Shadows. Like I'm not gonna pry
Let him
because
be
if
in the
you don't want,
shadows.
yeah,
Eh,
if you're not gonna tell me, I'm not gonna be like, you know what, you tell me. Like no,
yeah, I agree.
if he wants to tell me anything, he will do it himself.
Shadows is a really good dude. I really do like him. Also, I respect the fuck about how in every game he is, and then he'll
Oh
just
my
turn.
god.
Not only is he fucking broken in every game, he'll be talking shit in game chat, typing it out while fucking you up. It
Oh
makes
yeah. Oh definitely. Oh
I'd be
definitely.
so confused. I'd be like, bro, how the fuck are you doing this right
Oh,
now?
so the goal here's the key to Shadows. He has to be busy doing something, or else he becomes bloodthirsty. If Shadows does not have an objective or a task, his task is now to kill you. And I've learned that the hard way.
Me too, because Shadows would be like, I heard you said you wanted a 1v1 back. I don't know who the fuck you heard that from, Shadows, but it wasn't me.
You see, he said his own. Yeah, if I have nothing to do, I kill you.
All right.
That's why it's constantly like, even if I have any, like, that's why, like, if I talk to Shadows, I'm like, yo, I need this done. So off rip, I know he's gonna be busy. I know we're gonna work together and do something. Cause out of nowhere, he'll just come out of nowhere, just douche. I'm dead. I'm dead. Like it's just like I'm like really Shadows. He's like, yeah. I wanted to see how many hits it would have taken to kill you. I have a new sword, and I'm like, bro, really? And he's like, yeah. Like it's nonchalant. Yeah.
All right, so I asked you the greatest achievement. You've heard my greatest achievement, right? I believe you was in here last time
I
I
don't
said it.
think you. I don't remember you saying it. Truth
All
be
right,
told,
so
I think we ended up spiraling off on something else.
at the moment, my greatest achievement is there's a guy I work with. He was a streamer for a long time, and he gave up on streaming because he felt like he never got really support. He never really got any traction on anything,
Oh
and
yeah. I heard this
he
when he was talking to West.
yeah, and he's just one of those. He's a really great guy, and I think he just didn't know how to network with people to get himself out there more. And he's really funny. And he told me like he found out I was streaming because when I first started streaming, I used to send my link to everybody, bro. I would save my link in my phone and I'd just go down Facebook, just send to everybody. And I ended up sending to him, and he comes in. He's a big lurker. He'll lurk in the stream, and he told me one night that he would watch my whole stream, and he said the amount of passion and love you have for your community and for what you do, it inspired him to start streaming again. And bro, when I tell you, I legit was fighting tears at work when he told me that, because we was at work when he told me. He's just like, I want to start streaming again because of the passion I see you have for this. And I was like, bro, thank you. Like I don't know how that can ever be topped. Like I'm sure there's ways to top it, but like just having somebody come up to me and say you made such an impact on me, watching you stream made me want to start it back. And bro, like thinking of it now, it really does bring tears to my eyes. And like I appreciate that statement more than anybody understands, because I've thought about giving up on this so many different times. Like I've talked to, I can't tell you how many people saying I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. And it's just one of those, actually having somebody tell you the amount of impact you have on them changed my perspective. It made me like, you know what, I am doing something good, because I've said it before, I'm my biggest critic. But being able to say like, bro, I did this. I helped somebody want to chase after their dream again. Because this is my dream. My dream is to become a full time content creator, be a full time streamer, be able to put content out and make everybody smile and laugh all day. That is my full time goal. I am still far away from that. I still have a great, I have leaps and bounds to go before I can make it there. But
We all do.
you never know what tomorrow is going to bring. Tomorrow might be the day somebody sees my content and is like, we're going to sponsor him. We're going to, well, let's reach out to this man and see what we can do. And that is one of the things that keeps me pushing, is the fact that I have people that I have actually impacted. And I'm like, bro, I just got to keep moving, because I inspired them. What do I look like if I give up? I inspired this person to start doing it again. If they see me give up, what if they give up on their dream again?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that is my greatest achievement. And I really, I don't know when that's going to be topped. But let's move on to the next question. How do you promote your content? Whether it be your stream, your TikToks, what do you find to be the best way to promote yourself?
I don't. That's the best. I social media is all smoke and mirrors, and I've learned that the hard way. To gravitate one person from another platform,
Super hard.
it's hard. It's super hard, and it's not worth it. It's in my opinion, it's just what I've seen the most is just on your downtime, hit the browse, hit the just recommended, chop it up with people you don't even know. That's how you get people in your streams. That's how you get more people coming in, because you took time out of your day to go chop it up with someone who you feel like, you know what? Uh they seem cool. They're gonna go, you know what? Luck seems cool. Oh, you know what? Riddler seems cool. Let's go check him out. And that's the biggest growth I've seen. The biggest growth is not only visiting streamers on your downtime, but also raiding out. rating out is a key essential thing that if I don't see you rate out, I don't see you trying. That's the way I look at it.
So that was going to be another question here in just a minute, actually.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. We can talk about it now. When it comes to promoting, I'll give my piece. I think promoting your content on other platforms, I don't think it's smoke and mirrors. I understand where you're coming from because there's a lot of it is extraordinarily hard to get other people from another platform to come and see you on Twitch or YouTube or Mixer when that was the thing or any of the uh other streaming
Okay,
platforms.
so real quick, the only platform I've never tried was Hover.
I'm
I
on
don't know
Hover.
how I don't know
I
how well that works.
I've seen some people do extremely well on Hover. Like you get bigger raids, you get stuff like that. I've seen more of followers from it. I haven't ever. I don't think I've ever gotten a raid from Hover, but it's just it's another place to post content. I have met a couple of really cool people off Hover, but I don't know. I look on Hover and I watch it, and it's just like it's like it's TikTok, but it's not TikTok. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's my best suggestion is people if you want people to come in and you want to essentially branch out, take your clips, format them, YouTube Shorts. That's the way. It's TikTok and YouTube Shorts. That's the best. If you really want to go to another platform, those are your two platforms, and that's how you do it. Because TikTok is very big on uh yeah, it is social media, but those are the only two platforms. Like I don't see you're not gonna get the same pull from Twitter and Instagram. If you I've seen people pull from YouTube Shorts and I forgot the other one and TikTok.
Instagram's probably the absolute hardest one.
Yeah,
I
Instagram
had
is the
a
absolute.
I had a
That's the
TikTok
biggest smoke and mirrors.
or not TikTok. I had a reel go viral probably about a month ago now. Had almost 500,000 views on it. Didn't get a single. I think I got like 15 followers on Instagram, and
Mhm.
I got absolutely zero engagement to my
Yep.
Twitch. But then again,
Yep.
the clip wasn't one of my Twitch clips. It was just a clip I made at work with one of my buddies. But again, the engagement on it really wasn't like I got a lot of likes and a lot of views. So
Yeah.
I think
But that
Instagram is the easiest to get paid on, from what I was told. I think you just have to make over. You have to consistently do over 35K views, just views. Which if you're a bigger content creator, it's a lot easier than others. But uh, like you
it's
saying with
so
Twitter is another really good one. So I said this last week at West. I try to take time out of my day on the days I don't stream for at least an hour to 2 hours to where I find random people I've never heard of, never talked to before, and just go and hang out with them in stream. I try not to go into anybody's Discord. I go to either the browser section. I'll type in the game I want to watch, or I'll just click on the browser section. Back, fuck it. I don't know what this game is. I'm gonna check them out and just have a conversation with them, or find somebody on Twitter. Like scroll through Twitter and find somebody who's on just tweeting their link out, like saying how I'm live. I've met some fucking amazing ass people doing that. So
yeah.
I think Twitter and TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I've tried uploading some shorts. I'll be honest with you, my upload process has slacked a lot lately, just because I've just been overworked on a lot of things. Mentally, I've been overworked on a lot of shit, so I've been trying to avoid doing that as much. But I do need to get back onto it and try YouTube Shorts out some more.
Yeah. That's why like so I do and I don't. I don't promote this as much. And not a lot of and I think only low tones actually knows this, but I actually manage an artist. He actually moved out of New York, so it's been a little bit harder because I mean I can't book him for shows, and he's not really working on any music. But I have an artist that I manage, and I've been telling him, I'm like, one of the biggest things is that if you start making TikToks and integrate your songs, you can actually get somewhere.
Yeah,
And I've seen like a lot of people who have a song, and because of TikTok, it's generated so much money,
That's
like
the
legit, so much money.
what's that dude's name? He did the damn song. I don't remember what his name is. Jared something. I don't remember. He literally made a TikTok of the he remixed the song and now he's a fucking I want to say millionaire. He probably is a millionaire actually, but just from making a song on TikTok, he got signed
Yeah,
by a major label and he does a lot of really cool shit now. So
yeah,
like that's one of the cool things about TikTok and promoting yourself. You never know what you're actually capable of without being promoted.
yeah.
Right. So we touched on raids a second ago. Like you said, it is extraordinarily important to raid out.
Yes, very
I
much.
I agree. Now, what is an aspect you look for when you go to raid out?
You have to immediately. I'm not rating you, bro. You're a piece of shit if your stream is follower only or sub only. Immediate piece of shit. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, it's a dick move. Oh no, no, you're a piece of shit. Um, you have to have that off, and I gotta see you interact with chat. I
My
need to see like face cam as well. Sorry, face cam as well, and interact with chat. Those are the two major keys.
see, I've heard a lot of people say they won't raid people without a camera. I don't mind if you don't have a camera because, like I've said it before, I don't know what your financial situation is to be where you can't
Mm.
afford a camera. So I try to
Okay.
look past that. But I agree. Follower only mode. If you have follower only mode or sub only mode in, game over. I'm not raiding
Yeah.
you. I've literally like loaded up a raid to start, and then like I'm like like get through that little pre-rolled ad, and I'll see a follower only spot. But yep, that's just not happening. You going to
Yeah,
bed?
and it's one of the most frustrating things is because
Whoosh.
it's like they're screwing themselves
Hey,
over, and it's
say
like,
night night.
yo, bro, like, congrats, you just played yourself.
So
He's
cute.
adorable.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah, kiss. Yeah, kiss. Mwah. I love you. Sorry, say goodnight to the little man. Nick Merck has sub only
Um,
mode, but he's cute. It's okay. See, okay. Now, Nick Merckx is a different situation. I think once you have that big of a following, that's different. Sometimes you have to do that. And I will say this and I'll defend it this one and only time. Follower only mode is okay right after hate raids.
wait,
Uh,
what?
yeah. So if you have hate raids, you can turn follower only mode on and it'll force them to follow you if they want to talk. A lot of people won't do that, or you can turn sub only mode on. That is when I'm okay with it. That is the one and only time I ever will say follower or sub only mode is okay. Now
Okay,
again,
I
like I
I, I
said,
want to
when
know. I hold on real quick. I want to know because Johnny said follow mode can be understandable depending on the tags. What tags?
he
I
means
need to
with
know.
the LGBTQ plus and I don't remember the other ones. I know what he's talking about because a lot of people that have those tags on your stream, like if you have a safe space or stuff like that in there, a lot of people will target your stream for hate rates
Oh,
because
the
of
same
that.
shit I have on mine. Okay.
Yeah, it will target like people will be like, oh, you're LGBTQ plus friendly. Okay, we're about to send a bunch of racist assholes to your stream just to cause problems. So like that is what I mean by so Anton, I think you've met him. He's in the communities that we're in now. He when I met him, he was in follower only mode and he said it was because he got hit with a small hate raid. So that's one of those like I understand it, but I still
I,
think
I
I don't
actually
like it.
I set up a key on my stream deck for a clear chat.
I do too.
Just like at a moment's notice, just boom, I can wipe it,
Hmm.
and we just act like that never happened. Then we just move forward.
I have three keys or two keys, my bad, set up
You
on the back page of my stream deck. It's clear chat, sub only mode. for that exact reason. Is if somebody comes in here and says some crazy shit, boom, whole chat's gone. Ain't nobody gonna
Yeah,
see that.
I have sub only mode as well.
And then sub only mode in case a hate raid ever happens, which I've never been hit with or targeted by something like that. But you honestly never know. It could happen tonight. It could happen tomorrow night. It just you never actually know. So it's good to have safety measures implemented just in case I don't have a mod present to be able to do stuff like that. I can just boom hit a button and we're clear.
Yeah,
So
that's why. Because you never know. Shit can just fly off the handle.
yeah, 100%.
But that's why, but at the same time, when I'm raiding, I don't want to follow you to see if you're going to be interactive.
All right. So do you think? Well, let me ask you this in that regards. Do you think you should follow everybody you raid up?
Yes.
That is where me and you are going to be different.
Devil's advocate, you're raiding out to them, you're showing them love. No. I don't think you need to stay following them. I think at the time you drop a follow just because it's like, hey, I'm raiding you. I'm going to show you some love. I'm going to drop you a follow. However, if the content you produce is not something I'm a fan of, I see down the block or, roads ahead, I'm going to unfollow.
See, I'm going to disagree on that sense for the simple fact that I don't think just because I raid you, I have to follow you. Because I've been doing this a lot more recently where I'm trying to branch out and meet new people. And I'll raid people that I have never heard of before or never seen. Or I'm trying to raid out more on the stuff that I'm doing first. Also, Kid for Less, thank you for welcome in. How are you doing? Sorry, first time chatter. I want to make sure I say hello to them. But like I don't personally think, hey, yo, the new sound's working. Let's go. Hey, yo, kid, welcome to the Great Heathen Army. Welcome, man. Welcome, man. Set up a new sound alert for that. I really like it.
There we go.
But yeah, I've actually, so recently, I think in the past 2 weeks, I have only raided into somebody in our community once, maybe twice. But I've only done that because I've been trying to, one, expand on meeting people, because one of the best things about streaming is getting to meet new people and hanging out with new people. I think that's one of my favorite aspects. So I've been trying to find people that are either one playing the same game as me, or like on just chatting nights, I've been trying to raid out to people who are just chatting. I'll sit in your stream for about 15 to 20 minutes, hanging out and talking when I end my stream while I'm winding down. And within those 15 minutes is how I determine whether I'm going to follow. So like I've had a couple of raids in the past, I think in the past 2 weeks, I think there's been 2, maybe 3, where I raided them and I hung out with them. I'm like, I just don't think me and you would enjoy the content. I don't think I would enjoy your content. And there's nothing wrong with telling somebody you won't enjoy their content. And also, the main reason I would not follow them is because I don't like being a ghost follower. Everybody that's on my follower list, I do go into their streams, even if I just lurk. I am a heavy lurker supporter. I lurk in a lot of people's streams, and a lot of people don't even know I'm there. But like, I don't think it's the most important thing to drop a ghost follow and then take it back. You know what I mean? Because some people take follower goals extremely serious, like really, really serious, to the point where like they're set up these giant giveaways and stuff for me, and I have no problem with that. I think having follower giveaways and stuff like that is fucking amazing, because you are working hard, you're grinding hard, so those followers mean a lot. Attack! I knew he was going to say that, but yeah, it's not targeted towards you. I promise. I'm just saying like hitting those milestones, because like I just recently hit 700 followers on here. And I actually have a giveaway plan for it. I just haven't announced it. I have. What the fuck did I do?
And it's funny, actually, when I hit 200 follows, I'm going to do a 12-hour stream.
So I will show them here and there. I was probably going to do this Friday, maybe next Friday. This is my 700 follower giveaway. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing special. It's a hobgoblin figure and a t-shirt. Like I said, nothing fancy. It's nothing super duper. But it's my way of saying thank you, because I think I'm at 725 right now. That's huge. That's an amazing accomplishment to say I'm at 700 followers. But at the same time, I'll be like, followers and everything. I have 725. I don't have 725 people in here. So like, there could be people that have either raided into me or raided me and be like, oh, I'm just going to give you a follow for that reason. And then they never come back. And I'm okay with having ghost followers. I mean, we all have somebody on there. Someone like t-shirt or something. Rah, you still need to mess with me your t-shirt size. You have not done that. Been waiting on you, by the way. But yeah, so like that's one of those. I don't think it's the most important in the world to raid an immediate follow because for the simple fact you don't know if you're going to mess with that person. So that's just my opinion. Everybody has different opinions, and it's perfectly fine to have them.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next question.
No, I was gonna say now that you say that, I kind of like got to do that too now. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
well,
have to, but I'm just saying, like, I agreed with you to that sense where
they
it's
say
like
statistically
you got a point.
Statistically, when it comes to Twitch, whether a new person joins your stream and whether they stay or whether they come in and leave, you have 30 seconds to pull that follower in. 30 seconds is not a lot of time. You would think it is, but it's not. So to say I'm giving you 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes is usually my go-to. If I'm giving you 15 minutes and within those 15 minutes, I don't think I'm going to mess with you very well, then I mean, I don't want to give you a ghost follower. I don't want you to be like, oh, he's following me. He's going to come watch again if I'm not going to like that. 30 seconds even long. Yeah, I agree. I think the statistic was like 12 to 15 seconds. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, if I give you 15 to 20 minutes and I'm like, I just don't think so. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world because I did bring my community to you. I dropped a raid on you, whether it was one person or 100 people. A raid is important. It shows that I'm trying to pass my love and appreciation to somebody else. I don't think that follow is as important as a lot of people think. And I will say I do appreciate follows. I appreciate everybody that comes and supports me in any kind of way. I really honestly do. But I don't want somebody to be like, oh, I only followed you because of raid. I'm never going to watch you again. It's like, bro, you could have just not followed. And I would be appreciative of you being in here talking to me while you're here. But now I see my follower list. I'm like, I'll never see this person
again. Yeah.
So it's one of those. It is.
But so, I try not to care about how many followers I have. Like I only set up the goals so it's like I can do shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like if I lose 5 followers tomorrow, dog, I lost 5 followers. Like it is what it is.
That's how
like,
I am.
I try to keep like I cut off that whole attaching feelings to numbers.
See,
you know, like
I set goals
on. I set up a follow goal just because I want to be able to do certain things. So I set it by the goal, but it doesn't matter when I hit it. Like I hit it when I hit it, bro. If I lose them, I lose them.
See, this is what I do. I set goals. All the goals I have. So like the sub goals and the giveaways. I'm post this in the chat really quick just so everybody can see it because I didn't talk about it already. All my goals that are right here, the sub goals for the 25 giveaway and the 50 giveaway, I do that to give back to y'all. And if we hit it, we hit it. So like right now, I think we're at 7 out of 20 for me to dye my beard again. So if we hit the goal, we hit it. If we don't, it's okay. I'm not forcing. I don't want to force down at everybody's throat that hey, you have to come and watch me. You have to come and sub to me because it's not necessary. But it's just one of those. I want to be able to give back to you. So like you being able to choose what color to dye my beard, that's just interactive with my community. Y'all get to come in here and make me look more goofy than normal because I'm a goofy looking son of a bitch. I know it. Yeah. That's the thing. But that's just the thing. And then all the giveaways, I specifically do that to give back to my community. I want everybody to know that I love them. So that's just one thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's say you can say that 1 to 2% of your follower count comes to watch you. So rather you have 7 viewers. You should have 7 viewers right now, having 15 to 20 at 1K. I think I saw that somewhere. I don't remember where. I think it was TikTok. I've seen that. But yeah, I agree. But all right, next question. How important is organization to you as a streamer?
Very important, actually.
Locked, I do love you. I'm trying not to engage with chat as much. I'm trying to give Mr. Luckbuck, who's giving me his time, and trying to make sure I can give him an appreciative amount of my time. That's why I haven't stated anything in the chat. I'm sorry, Lock. Go ahead.
I think organization is extremely important because it is and it isn't. It all depends on where you're lying your organization at. It's organization's important for the background of Twitch, like the ins and outs, having that organized, very important. Having your stream deck organized, very important. However, if you're streaming a game and you intended to do certain things and you didn't get to ascertain those certain things, dog, it is what it is. You'll do that next stream. That's not that important. But as long as your chat's happy, you're doing what you gotta do, your mic's working, your cam's working, your audio is not an issue, I don't see the problem.
See,
And that's where it is for me.
I agree to an extent, but I also think organization is extremely important. So, like, as of right now, to this day, I am booked up on these interviews that I do on Mondays. I'm booked up until the end of August, and I have 2 or 3 people that I've spoken with that have said that they would like to be a part of this, but it couldn't be on a Monday because of work. So I'm trying to work that into my schedule as well. So that I think that's extremely important to be organized. So like, what I do is today, me and you are doing this. The next thing, the on Thursday, the guess who's going to be on here next week, I'll message them Thursday. Be like, hey, just a heads up, Monday's coming up. I just want to verify you're still good with it. I believe I did that with you Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
And it was just like, hey, I just want to verify that you're okay because if something happens, I'll have time to bring the next person up. Like, hey, man, the previous person isn't going to be able to do that. Can I fill you in on this week? Or that gives me time to reach out to somebody else and potentially be like, hey, I got to open in a couple of days if you'd like to. So to me, I think organization is extremely important. The only organization I will tell you I don't have one on my computer. My organization is absolute dog shit. I worked on that a little bit today. The only other organization, my cable management is ass, and I am not. I have zero plans to fix that.
Yep, same here. I'm just looking at all of my wires right now. You know what's funny? I bought zip ties, and I'm like, I'm gonna fix that shit. I never fixed it.
I want you to know.
It.
I'll be like, I'll be like this, be looking at my cables. I'm like, and then I'll just do this little number right here. And be
yeah,
like,
just,
yeah,
just like
can't
move
see
on.
that.
Like, yeah, out of sight, out of mind, bro.
Yeah,
that's the same shit with me.
That's one of those, like, I'll be honest with you. I have some OCD family members, and I kind of want them to just kind of be like, hey, come here, let me show you my setup. And then, like, I want them to see the cords, be like,
yeah, must fix.
I have to fix it. Like, go ahead, do what you got to do. Like, that's what I want to happen. But, like, to me, the cable management is very important to a degree. Like, I see some people that go absolutely nuts with it, and I respect the fuck out of you for doing that because I'm like, I wish I could do that, but I don't have the patience.
Dog, I just found out like I do suffer from ADHD because I was watching a whole bunch of videos on it, and it's like, oh, you're constantly distracted, you're constantly this, and it's like, oh, but your brain can sit still for one thing, but not like other things, and it's like, I'm like, dog, that is definitely me. Like, is that because I have no, Riddler, I have no interest in fixing those cables right now, bro. I have no interest in doing it today, tomorrow, Thursday. Like, for example, I have a sink full of dishes right now, and I don't want to do it at all. And
I think that's just in general.
Yeah,
Don't nobody want to do damn chores.
No. I've met people that love doing dishes.
Shit.
Like, for me, I'm like, yo, I'll mop the bathroom, bro.
I hate I hate adulting most of the time. I'll be honest with you.
See, Rara. Look at Rara. She loves doing dishes.
Look, I'll tell you right now. This is what I do when I do dishes. I'll do my dishes. I'll load my phone up on YouTube. I'll turn some creepy pastas on, and I set it down, and I'll listen to that as I do dishes. That's what keeps me concentrated and focused on doing the dishes.
Yeah,
Now,
I gotta put like HBO Max. I'm just like watching a show.
you said
Like
Britney Spears be
I
playing
gotta
with.
Britney Spears. I'm
All right,
going
all
all
right.
out.
I don't want to interrupt, but Cineax, what is your go-to Britney Spears song for cleaning? I need to know.
And it can
I,
be "Oops, I Did It Again." It can't be that. It can't.
we'll continue with the
Yeah.
interview, but I want to
No,
know
no.
what
We
his
no.
go-to.
This is
I want to know
no.
the
This is
his
important.
go-to.
This is important. We
That
need
is
to stop
hilarious. You drive me
because I listen to a lot of because I you drive me crazy. Stronger.
All right,
Oh wow.
look, but we're closing in on the last few questions.
Yes. Yes,
So,
we are closing off soon.
what did you learn in this last year that you find to be the most important? Like
Uh,
the most important thing that's actually helped you in your journey to Twitch.
interacting with chat. I've learned that you can't please everybody, but you can try to just navigate to the majority. You know, if majority of chat, like for example, I like playing puzzle games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what there's a puzzle game I play that West absolutely hates this game, and I still play it. Why? Because I'm not gonna change it. And West has told me, West is like, don't change it for me. Like, don't let me be the reason why you don't play that game. But at the same time, like, it's like I want West to be in chat, you
Yeah.
know. But yes, human fall flat. So it's a give and take relationship, and you can't get upset. You were so relax yourself, okay? Relax. Like there was no reason. It cost you nothing to put me on blast, and you did it. Like it cost you not.
That's
Like
fucking
just putting me on
hilarious.
blast right now, bro. It's like yeah, that was uncalled for. I don't do that to you.
I mean,
That
but
that was rude.
actual
Uh,
factuals, was you actually bad at the game?
I was good at that. I just couldn't get into a boat. That's all it was. It was a boat, and I couldn't get it into the water. After that, it was easy breezy. Okay,
All right, so this
that was the only issue.
this
But
next
for me, it's just learning. Just to wrap it up. Um, understanding that your chat is a give and take relationship.
all right, so this next question is a two-part question, and I think this is gonna be where we wrap it up at.
All right.
So, what is something? What qualification does somebody have to become a mod in your channel? And the part two to that question is, when do you think a mod should start getting paid? Because I have mods on my channel right now, and I wish I could pay them for all the work that they do for
So
me.
for mods, I need consistency. I need you to be there consistently. And I need to be able to I need you to give me feedback. Like I need you to be like, look, that was good, look, that was bad, look, this needs change, this needs change. I need that. I need someone that like not just you know what? Put it like this. What Rah Rah does. That's it.
Uh, I,
If you can do what she does, you're a mod.
I tell Ra all the time that I wish I made enough money to be able to pay her for all the hard
Yeah.
work that she does for me.
If
And
and the thing
I
is,
tell Ra, oh, probably almost daily. We're actually probably not daily because we don't speak daily. But every time we speak, I let her know how much I appreciate everything she does, because
yeah,
she's always
exactly.
here. She doesn't only do it for me; she does it for so many people, and I appreciate that so fucking much. It really does mean a lot to me. Because she'll come to me about, hey, you need to fix your mic. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Like I really do appreciate her, and I'll be honest with you, if somehow I get a better job making a lot more money, I'm paying her. She's fucking amazing, and I appreciate her because, like you said, consistency. She's always here,
Yeah.
even if she's just lurking, she's always here. So Kainsey made a point. She was in Kainsey's stream earlier, and Kainsey made a good point. Like she'll be lurking, doing whatever the hell it is she's doing, and you be like, "Hey, can I get a shout out?" And it's just boom, she's there. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
she said earlier she had to go lurk for him, and I was also there. I'm a mod for Kenzie as well, and I was typing it out. Like he's like, "Can I get a shout out for psycho? And I was like, yeah. And I had it typed out. I had the exclamation point and S
And she beat
and
you to it.
went to hit O and it was already done. I was like, damn. Like I'm here typing. I feel like she got hotkeys, just be like, bing, got you. But yeah,
it was so it's like that with her. I mod for the Red Riddler, and I'm constantly like in his chat, and I type pretty fast. I don't have the words per minute down, but I type pretty fast. Rob beats me to 90% of the shoutouts.
She
Literally
I mean,
90% of the shoutouts.
I for real think she got a hotkey because she's too quick with it. Like the only thing I see when Rah is typing for like a shout out or some shit, I see fucking Bruce Almighty just the 27 fingers typing at one time. Yeah. That's what I see when she's doing it. But yeah, like
because you know what it is, bro. You'll get raided, like Roz in your stream, right? You'll get raided, and 15 people say what's up. Roz not only shouting out the streamer that raided you, but interacting with all 15 people that said what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing that all at once, and it's phenomenal, bro. But in order for me to pay you, I gotta generate the money from stream. I gotta have that as an income before you can make it as an income.
I agree with that.
You know, I gotta, because it's hard as it is when you have a sole income and you got bills and you got other things to do. But if you have a dual income, immediately, I understand it.
I tell them I've told Rob multiple times, if I could pay you, I would, because of how much she does.
Immediately.
And I know with how Rara is, if you was able to pay her. So like, let's say,
I do actually like
if you could pay her $100 a week to be full-time mod, the stuff she's still gonna go above and beyond for you.
Yeah,
that's the crazy
definitely.
Thing. And I do appreciate that. I appreciate all my mods. I know the rest of my mods, M Westby, Low Tone, Johnny, and Kainsey, I know they're my mods, and I know a bunch of them come in and give me the lurk. Those lurks are just as important as being in here, chatting with everybody, shouting people out, because just giving that view is just as much appreciated. But it is nice to have that solid backup in here.
Low Tone out of nowhere.
Low Tone's like, you're damn right, I'm a mod. Low Tone, he swindled me into becoming my mod. He caught me when I had like 70 followers and was like, hey, bro, let me be your mod. I hadn't even been to one of his streams yet. I think it might have been one of my first streams he had been to, and he's like, let me be a mod. And I was like, fuck it, okay, sure. That's before I even knew what the fuck mods were supposed to do or anything. He swindled me, but me and Low Tones, we've had a good friendship ever since. So he keeps his mod status.
Yeah, I love Low Tones. Low Tones is a great guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. But like everything all my mods do, like a bunch of my mods, like Rara is the most active in stream, and I appreciate that. But I have other mods like Johnny and Low Tone that will message me off stream, and Kainsey does this a lot. Will message me off stream like, hey bro, man, look at some stuff. I just think this would work better. You should try this out, or can I help you do this? And that is, to me, is just as important.
Yeah,
as them actually being in chat. Would I prefer them to be super active in the chat? Yes, but I can't stop and be like, hey, you have to be in my chat every single time because you're my mod. That's selfish of me. Them coming and giving me advice and stuff that will help progress my stream means a lot. And I'm never gonna tell somebody like, you're my fucking mod, you have to be here. That's not how it works. Y'all have personal lives, y'all have shit y'all have to do, y'all have streams y'all have to worry about, and I appreciate the fact that y'all are giving me input.
Yeah, agreed 110%. If I could pay you, I would.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the thing with Rara though is I don't like to ask Rara for nothing. I don't ask her for anything unless I'm gonna pay her, because I just feel like Ra's been at this point where some streamers have taken Ra's abilities for granted, and Ra already does so much without money, where it's just like I would hit up Raw and I'd be like, "Yo, could you go into like a couple of my streams and make clips? And I'll cash app you like 20, $15. Like it's at that point where I'm like, I can't just ask her to do it for free
Yeah,
because I already know her output as it is.
I wish I could pay somebody just about, hey, go through my VOD, make clips. But that's really hard. Like I said, I do wish I could pay people to do that. Maybe one day, you know, I don't ever know
Oh no, yeah, no,
where
it's only
things are
been once
going.
or twice I've done that.
No,
But
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. I never know where things are going and are going to lead to, but I would love to be able to do that. And like I
yeah.
said, I appreciate everything everybody does for me,
Oh,
even if it's
immediately, of
just a
course.
chatter like we just got Kid. He just joined the Great Heathen Army. Thank you for that. I appreciate him because he came and gave me a view. He gave me a follow. He's checking me out. I appreciate that. Those things
And he's chopping it up.
they mean a lot to me. No, I am uh, these interviews are kind of a double edged sword for me because I love doing them. I like this is something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and now I've started doing them. I've very much enjoyed. But the thing that I also hate about this is the fact that I have to ignore chat, and I've built my streams up so much on the fact that I'm super interactive with my chat. It bugs the shit out of me to be like looking at stuff and be like, I can't respond to this. I have to give you my full attention because you're taking the time out of your day to come and hang out with me and answer questions and doing this. I don't want you to feel like I'm not giving you the attention you deserve, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at the end of this chat.
All right.
I'm gonna open this up for, let's see, it is
Q&A.
yeah. I'm gonna open it up for about 10 to 15 minutes. If y'all have
Yes.
any questions y'all would like to ask myself or Mr. Luckbuck here, ask away. We'll answer them one at a time. And if you want to ask a question specifically for me or specifically for Luckbuck, please include that when you do that. Or if you want to make the question for both of us, that is fine as well. Also, Luckbuck, I've done this on the past couple of these interviews. You guide the raid tonight, sir. I'd like you to find
Oh,
somebody.
I got the right
I
time.
don't give a shit who you pick. I want you to guide the raid and let me know where we're going. Just shoot it to me in Discord and I'll copy and paste when we get done with all this. I'm gonna bottom my
All right.
tits online like the fart lady. Yeah, who knows? She made fucking like 700,000 selling farts.
She made bank. Oh my god.
Selling farts.
Who? I don't. And she all she did was fart in a jar, and she made more than $250,000 off of it.
I think she made 750,000 off that. I think
Yeah,
is what it
she
was.
made so much more. Amaranth made 1 million.
Did she do the fart selling thing too? I didn't know she did that. Then again, I don't really keep up with Amaranth because I care about her.
Oh man,
$100
yeah.
for 1,000 bottles. Wait, so somebody bought 1,000 jars of farts? That's insane. So some raw rights.
Oh my god.
Low tone. How do you know this? Don't have, yeah. See, I tell everybody like a lot of people I've seen on like Twitter or like
I
TikTok
love
whether
I love Cyniacs. Don't hate the hustle.
don't ask questions.
Low tones. Low
But
tones knows the quantity, the prices.
he's like, look,
Does this?
bro, I definitely did not buy one. That's how Low Tone's acting right now.
Nah. Not low
But
tones. I think you did. I'm gonna move with that narrative now. In my mind, you now have bought it, and yeah, and you smell it, and that's your kink.
all right, so chat, do y'all have any questions for us tonight?
Because we are hard stopping at 9:20/10:20.
That's fucking hilarious. And had hair in it. Oh god. That's
And it had it.
all right. No, I don't think we have any additional questions tonight, Mr. Luckbuck.
And that is perfectly fine.
All right, so where are we taking the raid? Did you send it to me?
Landmine. No, I was gonna tell you because we both know who
He said,
Lou is.
how do y'all feel about lurking? I am 100% okay with lurking. because
Um,
the fact that you bring a lurk to me and give me the view means the world to me. Because lurkers, Johnny has said this many times, and I fully agree with the statement. Lurkers are the backbone of your Twitch channel.
yeah, I don't. If you, yeah, I don't mind lurkers at all. It doesn't bother me. But if you, one thing with lurkers, I don't mind that. I don't mind lurkers at all. Lurkers are tweakers. I just
Work,
low tones.
work.
Oh, twerkers. I read that as tweakers, and the tweaker is a dope fiend. So, so the thing with lurkers, right? It's a double edged sword for me because I've seen people like who are like they'll come to my channel and they'll lurk, but yet they'll go to someone else's and chop it up, right? Like, why do I only get a lurk, yet you're willing to chop it up with someone else? So that's why I'm like, if you're a lurker, you're a lurker. But it's like it's such a double-edged sword sometimes because you'll see some people be very active in other people's channel, but yeah, they'll come to your channel and just hit you with a lurk, and it's
See,
like, okay, I guess that's all I'm worth is a lurk.
I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, they're still giving
You
you
don't know
the
what's going on at that person.
not only
Yeah,
that, they're still giving you the view, and that's to as far as discoverability. I know their discoverability on Twitch is extremely low, like hard, but the way that you're more easily discovered is by having more.
yeah,
That is a hard fact. So the fact that let's say you come to my channel and like, hey man, I'm alert, but you go to West channel and you talk all the time, that doesn't bother
yeah,
me at all. Because the fact that you're still like, I like you enough to give you a view, that is appreciated to me. Because there's a ton of people that don't like me and won't even come to my channel and won't ever even consider giving me a view.
gotcha.
And the fact that I'm worth enough for a view means enough to me. So like I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, think about it. You could have 100 people in your chat, and half of them are lurking. You still have
Yeah,
100 people in your chat.
yeah,
That's an
exactly.
okay thing to have.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, like you said, he could just as easily not pull you up. Like to me, I think it's fine to have them as a lurker, and I'm appreciative of that.
yeah.
So, chat, any more questions? Also, Lucky Bart, thank you for coming in, bro. How are you doing tonight? That's my opinion. I think Johnny has said it many a times where he said that lurkers are the backbone of Twitch, and I fully agree with that statement. Honest to God, truth, because that could be the way you're discovered by somebody new. Is the fact that that one extra view is what boosts you up on the page for somebody to come in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as far as lurking goes, like if you're lurking and somebody puts you on blast, like if somebody pulls up the list of people, like oh I see Johnny's in here or I see Luckbuck's in here, like bro, I'm in here lurking for a reason. I'm trying to chill and not have everybody blasting my name. That is
Yeah.
something I agree. Been lurking. Hey, Steve, I appreciate the lurk, man. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. So, any more questions?
I think we should just wrap it up here, my guy, because I'm starting to get really hungry.
All right. Keep your view counter. Oh yeah, same here, Lucky Board. 100%. I do the same thing.
Oh, yeah, same here.
All right, Lucky Bug, where we taking our raid to? You still ain't
Landmine.
told. Taking it to Lou. All right, yeah.
Let's
Get
go check
old,
out Lou.
we get old Lou pulled up. All right, Luckbuck, thank you. I appreciate you. Mod's gonna get a shout
Honest.
out for Luckbuck one more time before we leave, and then
It's
I'm gonna
been
do my
honest
my
pleasure being
outro,
here.
and then we gonna call it a day.
Oh, definitely.
All right,
Thank you for the
Luckbuck,
shout out.
thank you so
Man, beat
much.
her. You beat her.
Luckbuck, I
All
want
right.
to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you coming and doing this interview. Thank you so much, and we will talk more later. But again, thank you.
Definitely.
I really do appreciate that. Y'all not following Luckbuck. He does stream kind of late at night, but check him out. Luckbuck, if you want to give yourself
Definitely check me
a
out
little
this Friday.
promo for yourself really quickly.
Yeah. All right. So, I if I stream, obviously I count today as a stream day. So we stream every other day. Today's Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday. So and then every other Saturday. So this Saturday we will be streaming from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. On my off, let me see. I'm actually gonna do it through Raw. Raw, can you drop this link in chat, please? I also manage an artist in my spare time. Uh, Raw's gonna drop the link there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Variety streamer, interactive, and that's everything you need to know.
All right, Luckbuck. Well, again, thank you. I appreciate you. We're going to cut it off right there. I'm going to do my outro, and then we're going to be raiding out to the good men.